Read your mind here, UrbanRcLA, back for another weekend with the Baja. We're getting pretty far. I just, with the help of Chris, had installed the killer B switch, which was like performing heart surgery in a way, kind of strangely. And now I got to figure out how to get it into the receiver box, and then I got to do some tweaking on the steering because I think I screwed that up, and I got to make sure everything's working right. But I think we're about 90% there. All right, let's do this. I've gotten to the point where I am installing the throttle linkage, which to me seems pretty much like the cheesiest little setup ever. I do not see how this is supposed to stop this giant beast. I cannot, and I don't think my servo is strong enough. I've realized. Note to self, if you're gonna do a Baja build, make sure you get really good servos, because the HS311 that I'm using is probably not gonna cut it. So I'm basically gonna have to go get a new one, install it, and redo the throttle linkage again. But hey, lesson learned. Chris went ahead and bought some Savox ones. We'll check and see how those do, but ultimately, I mean, you gotta make sure you have top-notch stuff because this thing is a deadly weapon. So I wanna make sure everything's safe and up to date. But overall, I'm getting pretty close to being done. I think we may be able to get to where we can start breaking them in here pretty soon, so I'm pretty excited about that. Missed the big truck driving down the road. Oh snap! That's looking pretty badass. Alright, we're getting close to the end here. See the nice purple stripe going up over, all black and badass. Wow, finally, we're getting somewhere. Man, it looks badass. I'm super stoked at how it's turning out. It looks super awesome. I cannot wait to run it. I cannot wait to run it. I keep looking at it and I'm like, that is the coolest thing ever. Like, I think if I could marry it, I would. So that's how awesome it is, okay? So I'm really looking forward to running it. However, we still got a little bit more stuff to do. I think I got a couple custom pieces from Throttle Racing. I want to do some upgrades to the brake system. I really want to get some upgraded tires. I mean, geez, there's just so many pieces. I think when you get into something like this and you start off with the kit version, which now is like around $800 or $900, you don't reckon that you're going to spend so much money on it. But between that and the radio that I got from Futaba, which I love, by the way, and all the extra pieces that I'm planning on putting on this, it's going to get kind of expensive. But all of it is to make sure that when we go out and bash it, it's going to put up with what we can, what we can put it through.
I mean, ultimately, we're looking to bash the living crap out of this thing, and if you can't bash it hard, it's not worth having. I mean, you don't build a 5BSS to set it on your dresser and look at it and tell your friends how cool it is. You build one with a buddy so you can go out and drink beers, have a campfire, make s'mores, and tear down the park. That's why you build one. So we're going to keep moving along, keep getting this going, and let's see how far we get. All right, here we go.
There is a couple of massive Bajas right there. Dude. This is how big these massive beasts are. These things are huge! Hey buddy, how you doing? How's it going? It's like half the size of my body. It's ridiculous. What wheel was big in my head? I bet you I could probably ride them both. Like somehow do the splits on them or something. Probably could ride them. Certainly know that they could kill me. I'm pretty sure. Dang, these things are big. Ah, can't wait to roll them. Can't wait. We've reached pretty much the end of the journey with our Baja 5BSS build. I am pretty stoked with the way it turned out. Got the body on there, a little bit of purple, my signature purple. The build took so far a total of 4 days. 4 days, that's 3 weekends. And again, Chris was really nice and let us borrow his shop this whole time. We had some problems. I've had many busted fingers. In fact, I think I'm bleeding right now. But it was really fun. And you know, I'm a little bit worried because I haven't started it yet. And I have some questions about not only the servo, but also the throttle linkage and whether or not all that's going to work appropriately, because these things are quite big and heavy and dangerous. So I want to make sure everything works well. But we're really excited to get out and use them. On mine, I went with the stock engine. O'Neill Brothers did hook us up with the methanol 8.5 horsepower engines, which I'm going to swap out probably pretty soon. Chris has got it in his, and we're going to compare the two when we go out and we run them for the first time. So we're going to see which one is actually better. And of course, obviously, the O'Neill Brothers one's going to be better, but whatever. Anyways, shout out to O'Neill Brothers. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Also, Dave's Motors, Brad over there. Thanks again for hooking us up with all the parts. I can't wait to see you guys in person over at RCX. I'm just really excited to get started, so we're going to do this as soon as we can. So hopefully, if you keep watching, the next video you'll see us out tuning them and getting them set and ready to go. So again, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment if you feel like it, and also subscribe if you haven't already, because we want to keep making more videos for you. But anyway, signing off for now. Let's read your mind. UrbanRcLA. We out.